Okay, so in this video we're very quickly going over 3 examples of using dimensional analysis to convert units. So in this problem we're going to convert 4 feet into meters. We're given for the purpose of this problem that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So when we go to set this up we're going to go feet down to inches and then over to centimeters and then up to meters. So to set this up we're going to start off with 4.0 feet. Okay, and one of the important things to remember is when you set up the unit factors to put the units of what you want to go to on the numerator. So in this case we're going to go first to inches, and the units that you're in, feet, and the denominator. And then usually I fill in the numbers after to make sure that they are on the right part. So 4 feet, this takes it to inches. Next thing we need to do is go from inches to centimeters. So centimeters goes on the top. Inches, what we're in, goes on the bottom, 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters. Okay, now last factor we're going to have, we need to go to meters from centimeters, and we know that 1 meter, centimeters on the bottom, that's 100. Okay, so when we do all this out, we're going to end up in meters at the end. And if you were to look at the units, we can see that they cross out and cancel out correctly. So feet are going to cancel out feet, inches cancel out inches, centimeters going to cancel out centimeters, and we're left with meters at the end. So now all we do is multiply by everything on the top, divide by things on the bottom. So we'll take 4 feet and multiply by 12, multiply by 2.54, divide it by 100, and we should end up with an answer of 1.2192192. But again, we have to look at our significant digits, and in this case we have 2, so the final answer will be 1.2 meters. Our next problem is a little bit trickier here. We have to look at a problem where we have to convert 3 cubic feet to cubic meters, given that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters again. So this is not that much more difficult, but what we do need to consider now is the fact that we're in cubic feet, so 3.0 feet cubed. We want to go to cubic meters, so the first thing I'm going to go is from feet to inches. Okay, and now the trick here is that I don't want to go to just straight inches, I want to go to cubic inches. Right, so one of the ways to do this, so I'm going to actually take out that cubed, is we're going to say, okay, we're looking at this right now and it's inches per foot. There are 12 inches per 1 foot, and now what I can do is cube that whole thing. So the number, the conversion number, and everything all gets cubed. Okay, so I'm going to set up likewise. Now I'm in cubic inches. I'm going to go to centimeters, and on the bottom I'm going to put inches, and I know that there is 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters, and I'm going to cube that away as well. Now I'm in cubic centimeters, and the last step of this problem, I'm going to have to go from centimeters to meters. So on the top goes meters, bottom goes centimeters, 100 centimeters to 1 meter, and this also needs to be cubed. And as you can see, if we go through and cancel out, we're at feet cubed, cancel out the feet cubed, and then we're at inches cubed, inches, centimeters, centimeters, so we're going to be left with meters cubed at the end. The answer that we get is going to be 0.08495 meters cubed. We need to look at significant digits. We have 2, so the correct answer therefore would be 0.085 cubic meters, or 8.5 times 10 to the negative 2 cubic meters. The last problem that we're going to look at here will be simply converting meters per second into kilometers per hour. So if we're going to start with 12 meters per second and we want to convert it into kilometers per hour, we're going to, again, set this up like before, except now we can deal with the meters first and then deal with the time second, or you could do the time first, meter second, doesn't really matter. In this case, we're going to start with 12 meters per second. I'm going to take care of the meters first, so I want to go to kilometers from meters. 1 kilometer has 1,000 meters, and now I have kilometers per second. I want to change this to kilometers per hour. Now note, I want the hours on the bottom, and I want the seconds on the top. Of course, the problem here is that we need to know how many seconds there are in an hour, which is not horribly complicated to figure out. You could, if you preferred, go seconds to minutes and then minutes to hours. In this case, we know that there are 60 seconds to a minute, 60 minutes to an hour, so it will be 3,600 seconds in 1 hour. And you go ahead, type this into the calculator, 12 divided by 1,000 times 3,600, and that is going to come out in units of, if you look at this, the meters cancel, seconds cancel, kilometers per hour. Okay, so the answer we get at the end of this is going to be 43.2 kilometers per hour. We look again, we have 2 significant digits that we can do, so the answer will be 43 kilometers per hour.